So, so staying with the Lakers, what are your thoughts on LeBron talking with Stephen A. about his remarks towards Bronny?
It's his son, but still at the same time, that's his job.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's
Okay.
Stephen Smith's job to do. You know what I
Okay.
mean? He's, like he said, he's a professional player. He's on the court, and he talks about everybody. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You can't,
All right.
you can't not let him talk about who he want to talk about.
Okay. All right.
That's why you're making $100 million to talk about whoever he wants.
And I'm with that right there because he could talk about anybody else in the NBA. Nobody else.
So you agree with Mike?
Nobody else dad showing up right now. It's different. It's different if he's attacked the young man as a young man and not as a basketball player. And he was talking to him in a different way. Then you could step in as a father and be like, hey, man, what you on over here? But if you want to critique because that's my job, is to talk about
People's
the sport.
game, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm talking about the game, and I'm saying, hey, look, this is what this is, and this is what I see. And I have my opinion, and if I don't disrespect, then I don't think there should be anything wrong with
And
it.
there's a time to do it, too.
And why didn't he say nothing to Ime when Ime called him a soft-ass boy?
But well, hold on. Let me talk about that Stephen A. regarding every rookie struggles. I won't say every rookie. Maybe the top 2 or 3 don't struggle. But every rookie that's playing on that's the first time they're 18 years old, very seldom are they just phenomenal. I think he's doing his job. I thought he was overdoing it. I thought he should stay in the G League and he should do this and he should do
There's
that.
nothing wrong with that. The G League is for the development. You know that?
That's very true.
Does Bronny right now look like an NBA player? Like when you watch him.
But what rookie does though?
There's rookies that come in and
Not many.
produce.
Not many.
There's rookies that come in and produce.
There's not that many. Given the role,
Dalton Connect.
given the role that Bronny has,
Castle.
I think you can
Castle's
do your
killing.
job, and only because it's LeBron is he talked about it consistently and he was over the top.
But that because people, that was a topic for a situation.
Right.
Everybody was like, he got drafted, he's second round, he's on the team. A lot of second rounders don't make the team.
He got guaranteed. So everybody was pocket watching. He got guaranteed. So
Yep,
I'll tell you what, he got
yep,
guaranteed money, and everybody thought it was nepotism. And at the end of the day, that goes on everywhere. Like, nepotism is something that, I mean, who wouldn't want to look out for their kid, right? I mean, that's what you would do. So
Yes.
you would be an ain't shit dad if you didn't do that.
Yes.
But if you do pull that move, then you got to take a step back and say, okay, now he's here with the big boys and allow him to grow and develop. You can't hold his hand forever.
Facts. But the nepotism goes on with the
Everywhere.
coaches, with the executives.
Everywhere.
All of that. And so if you're going to talk about nepotism, talk about it then.
Yeah.
But don't wait till LeBron's son is in front of live TV and you just beat him up. You talk about his game, do your job, but also give some type of positive. You know what? He's young.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not ready. He's young. Give
That's
some
why
time.
that's why he need to be in the G League.
But he was like
But there's a
attacking Bronny.
That's because a lot of people ain't gonna do that. So that's why he is making $20 million a year for 5 years. He's one of those guys like, shit, he's bringing controversy. Let's give him this money. He's gonna keep bringing controversy no matter who it's
He
against.
copping to the lesser now. You see how he talking about, man. He's copping to the lesser.
Yeah, 'cause
he was
like
wrong.
17 in the, 17 in the game.
17.
because he was wrong, bro. Like
I don't think you're wrong for
overdoing
if
it.
you're a critique, right? You're criticizing. That's what you're kind of doing, or your analysis, right?
Right.
You're analyzing what's going on, and if my analysis is different than yours, then okay, cool. It could be different than yours, But this is why I come with some facts that say this to back up my points, and then you come with your facts to back up your point.
Yeah.
And I don't think that was right. I think he could have did it a different way. If LeBron wanted
tactful,
to,
right?
I'm talking about Bron. I
Okay.
think if Bron wanted to do that, he could have did that in a smoother way.
In the background,
If he had been like, hey
back
man,
here.
let me holler at you real quick, or man, I got your number. Can I talk to you real quick? That's player to player. When you do that on the court, ain't nothing gonna go down. Number one. Number two, you basically showing him up. You know what I'm saying, and making him look like, oh, you know what I mean. And
I tell you this, real quick, Stephen A. don't know the conversations Bronny has had with his dad.
well, he shouldn't.
Exactly. So when our son come to us, we're like feeling some type of way.
You just holler at him though. You can holler at him.
I'm gonna talk to you like you talked about my son. I'm gonna embarrass you, same as you embarrassed my son on national TV.
We could do that over there, because then we could get down. You know, if we
But
need.
LeBron's 6'12" and Stephen A.
I mean, sometimes
that's
that's
assault.
No, sometimes ask what you gotta take.
Yeah.
I mean, some people need to get checked. Some people get checked, like Stephen A. We were in Minnesota one time talking mad shit about us. We're in the playoffs. And had the nerve to walk in our locker room. Like, you talk all that shit, like we watch the TV. You know what I mean? And he walk in, looking around, and say, well, look at this motherfucker right here. he walked in, he was like,
It just left?
yeah, he fucking right, he left. We was in there killing them.
While y'all was talking loud on purpose?
Yeah, I said, well, look at this motherfucker, man. All that shit he talking, he gonna come in here?
That wasn't happening.
Straight